Hello guys, this is Dragon Rockstar 128 here coming at you with a brand new Chaos Dragon deck profile. Um, I had a little help with this from a few of my friends because the old build that I was doing didn't work out. I tried several other builds like with Phantom Knights, Shadows, and other things like that. They didn't work out, so I went to an old original Chaos Dragon build. So I'm coming at you with my main deck, side deck, and extra deck. So let's go ahead and get started. The basics is like 3 life pulsars, because life pulsar is life pulsar. You need them for your combos, you need them for everything. If you want to try them out too, because there has been times where I side deck one just to go into a different card and try something new. So there is times when you need that ability in combos. A new card that I decided to try back again is 3 Dark Flares. Dark Flare is another target for your life pulsar, so if it dies, you can have something to fall back on, and also it helps you get your dragon combos out. If you have him and a life pulsar in your hand and not really set up with your Lightsworms and everything, so this can help you get your combos out faster. So yeah, that's that part. Some more of the engine text. Red eyes don't smell dragons. Obviously, you need red eyes just for your life pulsar alone. So that's that one. I'm trying it back. Dark Orange Dragon, man, this is live. I pulled it off several times with this deck and how I can manipulate my grave a lot. This card is live. I know it's common, it's terrible. I am working on getting almost every card in here a different rarity and stuff, so it will work out sooner or later. But Dark Arm is just Dark Arm. It helps you out. Obviously, you're gonna run the one Eclipse, and then I'm trying it out again, Divine Dragon Apocalypse. You guys haven't seen the other videos just because I haven't got a chance to post them. So I've been testing out throughout with Divine and Dark Arm and Dark Flare a lot, and they don't work out so much until I created this style deck. And so far, this deck has stand against ABCs, the new Blue Eyes Max deck out there, and everything. This Chaos Dragons is a deck that no one likes anymore, or no one will play anymore because they don't work out that very well, or it's because the deck is not that very good. So I'm trying it back. I'm trying it new. I don't care what people say. But obviously, it's the one Divine Dragon Apocalypse because it helps you get your red eyes back, and you can banish it just to summon red eyes. Eclipse helps you get the Dark Arm and red eyes to your hand as fast as possible. So, yeah, that's them. Sorry for the little noise. It's my air kicking in for once. One Blacklusted Soldier Envoy at the beginning because Envoy, you're going to need it. Obviously, and it's not Chaos Dragons don't get the Chaos name without the double Chaos Sorcerers. People run 3 Chaos Sorcerers over 2. I don't like 3 because I'll draw it faster and it doesn't go off that much. It did brick me several times when I did 3. It doesn't do so well, but 2 ratio. This helps for game. This BLS is obviously for game. You need it for game, and it always wins. For my hand traps, I'm running double effect veilers. Back then I was side decking these more than I was main decking these, but I realized in this format you're going to have to stop those effects from going off because they will win games and you lose games. So, effect veiler always stops those plays. I've won several times with effect veilers. There has been times when I did effect veiler on the wrong monster and I screwed up on that. It happens. So, but double effect veiler. Now I'm running it back. It's my favorite card because of this thing. I have so many lights in this deck. Honest. Oh my god, this card is it's won me several games. My friend, went with Crystal Wing against Honest. I don't know if it works or not, but I still won because, he negated Honest and, killed my monster, and I just summoned Gores afterwards, and he cried because I got a beat stick out of all that and killed my monster. So Honest is a good card as well as Gores. They're both amazing. Gores, if you can be able to see this is. Sorry for the glare of my cards. It's just lighting in here is terrible. I don't like my roof light, but Gores helps. Gores has won me Oh my god. Gores has helped me win a lot of games lately. At times, I draw Gores and he becomes a dead card. Well, I pulled him off more with the one particular spell card in this deck that I love. It Gores is a handy dandy card, and then my last hand trap of the deck is 3 Tragodia. Okay, back then I didn't like this card. I really despised this card until I kept trying this card out a lot more than I expected. He's alive. I did get to a point where I'm facing against another one of my friends that plays the same deck as me. I've won several times against him, and he didn't expect it. There has been a time where I will use his one effect where I can discard a level 6 to target a level 6 on the field and take control of it. I did that. He cried because I took his Light Pulsar, and then I made this level 6 and I overlaid, or a Synchro. I think it was Synchro. But Tragodia is just a broken card. It has helped me win several games. Back then, this card I didn't like, but now I'm starting to like it in this format. For the Lightsworms, 3 Raidens, because Raiden helps you get your combos out there. Everyone knows what he does. So, yeah. 3 Illumina helps you get Dante out faster. It helps you set up your boards. It helps you get your other Lightsworm targets back. So, it's a game changer. Double Lila, I have been tempting sometimes to run 3 of her. I do not like this format because all these solemn strikes, all these solemn warnings. So this helped me clear those boards. Sometimes they will negate it and get rid of it with the solemn warnings and solemn strikes, and that's what I want. But, oh my goodness, she's helped out a lot, and I feel like running 3 of her, so that's all the Lightsworm count. For the last 2 monsters and the last 2 tuners, the only 2 tuners that I run is Plague Spreader Zombie. This is the last of the monsters. Plague Spreader I want to put back at 3, but changed my mind. This is bullcrap. It's live. Times I did run the Miley engine. I don't like that engine anymore. I wanted to try something a little bit older style, so I tried it with. I'm trying out with the Dark Flare combos and everything. Place better, summon Dark Flare, and I didn't know that he was level 5 at first, so I summoned Dark Flare, did his effect, got Red Eyes in the Banish Zone. Did place better because I did mill him, summon him, synchro with Dark Flare, blew up the board. It was just bullcrap. I've literally won games just with place better alone. Now for the spell lineup. For the draw power of the deck, Solar Recharge, because you are running a big deal of Lightsworms in this deck, and you need to get rid of those sometimes. Sometimes I get rid of my Luminas. I don't want to get rid of Luminas. Raidens and Lilas are the ones you want to get rid of. And they help you. It has been times where I draw this and I didn't draw a Lightsworm, but I'll set this and just wait until I get one you want. They MST it and makes them waste their card. That's basically the whole setup of me using it. For other draw power, I run double charge double Allure Darkness. Allure Darkness is to draw 2 cards and get rid of the. Sometimes I'll do with the Tragodia and Gore's effects and everything. Yeah, I didn't like this at 3. I kept drawing this more than I kept drawing my darks, and I just stopped doing it. And you need a monster mash with the Chaos Dragons, and that's a bad thing sometimes, but overall, you get what you need in the grave as fast as possible, and most people don't play certain cards out there that'll stop you from doing a lot, so yeah. Now here comes the double charge of Light Brigades. If you do charge of Light Brigade, and then get your Lightsworm and you have a Solar Recharge in your hand, this is just game. There has been times where I draw both of these and literally win the game just because I draw both. Charge of Light Brigade is an amazing card. I've heard that it's going to be coming up to 3. When it does, I'm running 3 no matter what. This card is just broken and live. For the last of the spells and the last of the 40 main deck, I run double Twin Twister. There has been times where I don't like the discardability, and I didn't like that part. I personally probably run Galaxy Cyclones or regular MST, but Twin Twister overall is that one card that helps me get rid of 2 cards that I don't want to face. And it's just like my Lilas. They help me get rid of the Solemn Warnings and Solemn Strikes. So it's pretty good. Up to the... I go with the side deck. For my side deck, I run double Max E for... Well, there's no mirror matches out there. Sometimes my friends will play against me. But Max E is against all those heavy decks that spam the field as lot as possible. And those Plesiozoic with the totally awesome decks. Totally awesome. I want to try in this deck and see if it'll work. But overall, I'm going to figure that out sometime. But double Max E because it helps me get around those cards that I can't get. Plus, it helps me, it's overall draw power more than Allure of Darkness. Sometimes I don't want to do the Allure of Darkness, so I side deck them out for Maxis. So Maxi helps me against those real powerful decks. For Blue Eyes and ABCs, Electric Virus. Now, people don't like this card, and people haven't seen this card in the format, but Electric Virus helps a lot. It gets rid of those plays that you want to stop your opponent on. So if they want to Synchro Summon, all you got to do is drop Electric Virus, take that monster, and go off from there. They flip out because they can't finish their plays. So Electric Virus helps screw up those plays. Plus, I believe it's this ain't against either player's turn yet. The new printout, I think, of this card was during either player's turn. I've pulled this off several times against my opponent, and I've literally won games because of that. So, double Electric Virus. It helps you get rid of those for Blue Eyes players and ABC players. That's basically what it goes against. Double Thunder King Ryo. At times, I don't really like using this card because it stops me from adding cards from my deck to my hand. But it is good against your opponent because it screws up their plays and it screws up the Pot of Desires and things like that that you want to get away from. Plus, if they were to special summon totally awesome, you could just ditch this card and stop that summoning before it even happened. So overall, it's my favorite card. Double Chaos Hunter. Now, this is amazing against Melfos, against ABC players, against a lot of decks. This helps you get rid of those cards and helps you go for game. Yeah, of course, it's not that really good of a protection card if you're trying to screw up your opponent, but you don't have that protection on your side of the field. Chaos Hunter, on the other hand, is just a good card. It prevents your opponent from banishing. ABC's banish from graveyard to get their monsters out. Totally awesome. They have to use Pot of Desires a lot more just to get their cards out. This just screws up a lot of cards. That's what I like about it. For the spell lineup, it's 1 Regeki, double Dark Halls for the double destruction. This helps get around those decks that you have a hard time going against, but usually sometimes I want a main deck Regeki, but it's whatever. Double System Down as my last of the spells that side decking. System Down's against those heavy machine decks. Now, Despots ain't been played a lot in this format, but there has been time where I go against a Despot player and I'll just drop System Down, they give up on the game. ABCs, they do sometimes. Cosmos have a hard time with this card. And plus, this doesn't target. This just removes from play. So, it screws up Cosmos a lot more than ever. And then, for the only trap that I side deck, this never screwed me over. Imperial Ironwall. This card has never screwed up my Chaos Dragon build. And I know it's a trap and it's slow, but it never hurts to have one trap card you can side deck that can screw up a lot of your opponent cards. So, that's it for my side deck. For my extra deck, I've been testing out a lot of cards and a lot of cards through then. So, my extra deck probably doesn't work out how it is. I am going to be spending money on a Cyframe Lord Omega and a number S39 Utopia Lightning, and I'm going to test those cards out. And if I do and they work out pretty well, I will post another video. But till then, I worked what I have from what I can get. So for starters, for my XCs, for my only 6, 1 Concealer M7. This card is still a game opener. I took out Beatrice and I took out the number 24 because they don't work out that well. They've screwed me up sometimes and I didn't like that, but consider M7, I really barely go for rank 6s, but this is just that one-time opportunity. For my rank 4s, I'm playing, I now play Queen Dragon Jin because it helps out with the dragon combos and it works. 1 Castel because it helps clear those boards. 1/101 because it helps me take control of those cards that I can't get around. And this is a new card that I'm trying out because I can overlay with any rank 3s at all, and that's Downward Magician. I'm trying this card out. I love this card so far. At times that I really don't summon it. This card is until I get me Cyframe Lord Omega. I will switch this card out for it. But these are my general rank 4s that I truly go for. Queen Dragon Jin helps me go for games a lot more. Castel helps me clear those boards that I can't get around. 1/1 helps me get rid of those monsters that I can't get around. So a lot of these cards serve their purposes and they help out a lot. For my only rank 3s, obviously Dante. I took out Levier because he's messed me up. Dante helps me get rid of those 3s, plus you can do it much often with the Lumina combo, so Dante's Dante. Now, for the Synchros, and this is where the most changes went through. I play for now, and I finally found the way, and finally found my Goyo Gardener. I'm playing this card. This card it's broken. I love this card. It helps me go for games. This has won me several games. For my ranks, or my level 7s, 1 Black Rose just to clear the boards, 1 Black Rose Moonlight to help me bounce those special summon monsters that I can't get around, and the 1 Michael. Michael is just to banish that 1 card that I can't get around. So they all serve purposes of getting rid of certain cards, but Black Rose is mainly the one I go for a lot just to help me go for game. For my level 8s, I run 1 Crimson Blader. I love this card. It's mainly against Blue Eyes that screws me over. Sometimes it gets ABCs, and they lose a lot just because of this card. 1 Starlight Red Dragon Archfiend. It's an amazing card. It's pulled out a lot of stuff. Starlight helps me go for those it helps me clear the boards. 1 Crystal Wing. Now, I found ways to run this card. Overall, I don't bring it out a lot, but when I do, my opponent cries and gives up. This card is a game changer. This card is broken. You summon this card, you win games. You don't summon this, sometimes you'll still win the games, but overall, you want to have this. If you can't get this, I say probably get a Void Org Dragon and try that out instead of this, but if you have one, it's better to have this card in than ever. And then the only last Synchro 8 that I haven't seen people really run in Chaos Dragons that much is Beetles. Me, typically, I love Beetles. It helps me go for game a lot, and I summon this as being my only first Synchro 8 on the field, and they look at me like they have to find a way to get around it. So, yeah. Those are all my 8s. They're pretty much the best of the decks. And for the last and not least, my only level 10 is Leo. Now, I played against my friend, and he can never find a way to get around this card. Leo is broken. People do not see the power of Leo. It's a 31 beat stick. It can get almost around anything. Plus, it's a good card to summon on your opponent because they can't target it until your main phase 2. Now, if you were to skip your main phase 2 and go straight to end phase, they cannot mess with you with this card. This card is extremely broken. Now, this is supposed to this video is supposed to last for like 15 minutes. I didn't mean to take so much time, but Leo is an amazing card to play. So that's for my extra deck. Now there has been cards that I want to test out, like there is a few cards that I want to test out, like number S39 Utopia Lightning, Ghost Winter Cherry. I've heard about that card. I really want to side deck that, but that's a little bit expensive for me to get my hands on. Totally Awesome is a good card that I want to try out in this deck. It's still expensive, so yeah. Cyframe Lord Omega is a good card out here. This deck can stand up against a lot of other decks. Overall, it's pretty tough for this deck to stand out against other decks, but I believe that Chaos Dragons can come back. I believe that Chaos Dragons can really find a way to come back. This deck is overall a good deck, and people do not see the power of this deck, and it's better to combine certain decks with, combine cards with certain decks. Now, I've been testing out a bunch of new cards in this deck, like Pot of Desires and other things like that, because I haven't been out much of dueling with my friends yet. For the past couple days, I've been hanging out with them. For a while, I've been taking a break, and Chaos Dragons I've been testing against a lot of other decks, like the Plesiozoic deck, Melphos Yang Zings. Jesus Christ, that deck can spam. But I spam the board more faster than they can, and I've literally won games. So, Chaos Dragons is overall amazing deck. There's one card that I just pull out as a token just to screw up my opponent's the Lava Chain. When this card comes off, I'll be happy. I love this card. But I use it as a token, and I also use my Silver Fang as a token now on, because the token cards that I used to use were just a little bit of stuff for me. So I use these guys as tokens, and my opponents look at me like, what? So Chaos Dragons is an overall good, amazing deck, and it's worth a shot to bring it back and play. It's worth a shot. And because in this format, it's a get OTK or OTK format. It's like a format where you have to spam your board, or otherwise you can lose. So, overall, Chaos Dragons is an amazing deck, and I'm hoping people will play this deck, for God's sake. It's a fun and creative deck. It's cool if people start testing out this deck. It's better if people try this deck. So, this is Dragon Rockstar 128. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like in the description below, and let me know, subscribe to me and let me know what you think I should change in this deck, and see what I should do to this deck to make it ready. But for right now, I'm working what I have, and this deck is amazing, and I hope you enjoy. So yeah, leave a thumbs up and a like at the bottom, and let me know what you think I should change. This is Dragon Rockstar 128. I hope you enjoy the video. Goodbye.